just passed the 200-mile mark on the Uforce 500, so it is time. Manual says break-in service should be done at 20 hours or 200 miles, whichever one comes first. Guys, Justin here. We're back today. Just passed the 200-mile mark on the Uforce 500, so it is time. It's only 11.3 hours right now. Manual says break-in service should be done at 20 hours or 200 miles, whichever one comes first. So there's a lot of different information out there. I'm just going by what the manual says. For this, you're going to need 17mm socket and wrench or ratchet, and an 8mm socket as well. Let's dive underneath this thing. I'll show you where the drain plug is. Let's get started. Okay. So up underneath here, skid plate, and you'll see an opening right here. And that is your drain plug. 17mm bolt. It's got a copper washer on the other side of it. So we'll grab the pan, slide it under here, and get that out of there. Okay, let's get this bolt out. Oil looks pretty clean. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that to drain out, clean ourselves up a little bit, and then put this back in. That way the bottom side of everything is done and complete. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And we'll work on getting the filter out, replacing the filter, and bam, we're done. Actually, while I wait for that to drain out, I'm gonna go ahead and pull off my windshield, because that's going to make my life a lot easier. With the windshield, the seat will only go up so far, and we need access down in here to be able to get to the filter and all of that. Take the headrest off, but you still need this extra little bit of clearance that you can get because your access panel is literally right here. We're gonna get the windshield off now. Now we can get in there. Okay, this right here is what we need access to. The filter is housed right here. It's got 3 8mm bolts. Cap pops off. Pull the filter out. Okay, I pulled the dipstick out, just to double check. Cleaned it off. It is in fact bone dry. When you put that in to check it, you won't want to thread it down. You'll want to just put it in, pull it out. That's the best way to check your levels. Now let's see if I can fit down in here and pull this oil filter cover off of here without having to take anything off. Shit. Well, that's not great. Woof. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, let's try this some more. Keep that bucket out of the way for a second. Well, they tried to make this fairly convenient, but this must be for like people who are really little. hands and shit. There's number 2. So really it's just that one that's hard to get to, that bottom one. Could just made that cutout just a little bit bigger. That would have been perfect. All right, so now this cap should pop off. Here's the cap, it's still super clean. We're gonna clean it anyway. I don't see that rubber O-ring. It's a little dirty, I guess. Not horrible. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean the inside of this. Just hitting it with some brake cleaner. I'm gonna go ahead and stick the filter in. I just went ahead and went to my local Cfmoto dealer, which is not really super local, but it's not that far. I just got a genuine OEM filter and gasket. So we're gonna stick the filter back in. Take our freshly cleaned cap. O-ring goes right on the outside of it. We will put a little bit of oil on this bad boy prior, just to make sure that it seals correctly. And we'll pop this back on. All right, we'll tighten these down, fill her up. Okay, so the oil that I was given from my local dealer, Gen4 4-stroke motorcycle oil, Pro Honda 10W40. This particular Uforce, so the 2020 Uforce 500, the 2020 Cfmoto Uforce 500 calls for 3 liters, which is just slightly over 3 quarts. So far so good, I don't see any leaks. Puts us right at 3. And then we're just gonna go a hair over. That's the technical measurement. Yeah, so we should be good right there. Lipstick. Remember, like I said, don't thread it down, just put it in, pull it back out, check and see where you're at. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start it up and let it run for a minute. So we're gonna start it and let it run for just a minute. My mileage actually right now is 205.9. I'm gonna let it run for a minute so it gets down in that filter, and then we're gonna check the levels. Nothing leaking, nothing dripping, nothing smoking. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna shut this off, screw the dipstick, and it's right smack dab in the middle. Put it in, don't screw it down, pull it out. I don't know if you can catch that shine on there or not, but it's right where it's supposed to be. So put the dipstick back in, screw it back down to seal it. Maintenance access cover back on. Put your seat back, reattach your windshield, and you are good to go. Have a great day. If you liked this, man, like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you'd like to see more tutorials like this. I plan on customizing this whole entire thing. I plan on taking the seats out, replacing it with different, more comfortable seats, plus a lot of other things that I want to do to it. So if you guys would like to see that stuff, let me know in the comments below, and we will catch you next time. Thank you.